Welcome to Leetist Podcast. Once again, we are back. I am Kenny. Sitting with me, as always, my co-host, my partner in crime, the Billy Loomis to my Stu.
Hi.
Tim.
It's me. It's Tim. Hi, everybody.
And we have a guest today because Ryan is out doing something. I don't know what he's doing. He's not here.
Hey, Ryan. Hope you're doing all right.
Yeah.
But we
Sam
found
is with us.
Hey, Sam.
Well, hello. How's it going?
You get to take the role of Cotton Weary in my role casting today.
I will take that as a
Billy
compliment.
Loomis, Cotton Leary.
Weary.
Yeah. I know what all this is, but it's...
Oh, Brandon would be so disappointed with you.
Is this Scream?
Yeah, that's Scream,
okay. All right. Okay. Sorry, Brandon. Not that he listens.
We're getting to the spookies. Got to get into the spookies for the Halloween spirit.
That's true. Yeah, I forgot. It's Halloween. Well, you guys playing any horror games recently? Or are you just saving it?
No, I watched Midnight Mass on Netflix, which is spooky, which is really good.
Okay.
I didn't really enjoy those haunting shows. I mean, they were okay. The Bly Mariner and the Haunting of Hill House one, but this new show by that guy, I think Mike Flanagan, super good show. Midnight Mass. I endorse it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, as far as games, spooky games, I don't know about games, but we'll get to games. But we got a lot of games. We got current games to talk about playing because I think Tim is playing a very current game.
Oh.
I'm playing a very current game.
Oh.
I don't know what Sam's playing, but save it. We'll get there.
It might be a current game.
It might
I
be
am
a
playing
current game.
a current
All right,
game.
there we go.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Here on the Leetist Podcast, we play games about games of the video sort. Video games, that is. And you can send us your own game ideas, your debate topics, trivia questions, TheLeetistPod at gmail.com, at TheLeetist on Twitter. We had an awesome time last week with our Family Feud extravaganza.
Yes, we did. Well done, Kenny.
Really good
Well
episode.
done.
Thanks so much again for everyone online who filled out all those questions for us, gave us all that data from the Jaffe community, from the Kind of Funny community, and all over the Twitters. We really appreciate it. We got tons of answers. We still got so many more answers to go through, so we're going to bring back the feud quite a few times, and we'll probably on a regular basis bring it back. I don't know. I have enough to
I'm
do
already
it
looking forward
a few
to
more
it.
times. Yeah.
I love it.
But today we got some games to play. I think Tim's bringing back ones that he's done before. Wait, did you do
the
this
news
before?
game I'm bringing back, but the one of the I got saved for the end of the episode is it's new and it's a new foray for me, which is pretty exciting. Ooh. I wanted to give a quick shout out to the same place I met Ryan is where I met Sam. If you're a gamer in Nashville, Tennessee, check out Nashville Get Out and Game Gong Nashville. Come out and make some friends, just like I did. I made friends with Sam, and I made friends with Ryan, and I made friends with all kinds of gamers that can come out and be guests on The Leetist and play some games with us. So
Most video gamers like board games too, and that's a thing to do. And if you're ever in Nashville or live in Nashville, go out and play some board games with Get Out and Game.
Oh yeah, I got a game. You guys want to play a game?
Yeah, I think it's been too long since we played a game. It's been 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes into the show, we haven't played a game yet. What game are we going to play?
I'm itching, man. I want to play the news game.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, get into it.
Ooh.
Sam, put your headphones back on. We need you to stop dancing and play this game with us here.
Aww.
This is the news game. Sam, you ever listened to the podcast before? Yeah, you've listened to the podcast.
Yes, I have.
Before. You ever listened to the news game before?
I have.
The news game. The news game works just like it does in Wait, Don't Tell Me on NPR. Shout out to NPR. What up? I'm just going to ask a series of rapid fire questions over a span of 30 seconds, which usually works out to about 4 questions. And you try to fill in the blank best you can.
All right. I'll
Simple
be
as
real
that.
bad at it, but...
Oh, yeah. Well, it's all good. I mean, you got to do a little research.
We're usually pretty bad at it too.
What I like most, actually, I love it. I get to, sit and like get updated and everything.
Yeah.
And neat. Yeah, cool. Okay, cool. It was not a very intense news week. There's a couple of cool things out there that happened, but there's a little scraping going on here. So
I'm not
bear
going to
with
lie.
me here.
I did earlier today. Just there's like gaming news, like, all right, I got to cram for the test. What happened?
That's
Nothing.
allowed.
He's going to get that W. Yeah. This one's you're totally allowed to study for this one. I'm going to go ahead and flip a coin in the air. Kenny's going to be heads. Sam's going to be tails. And voila! That's heads. Kenny, you are first.
right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Get ready.
Let me find my timer button. Where the hell is it? Is this alphabetical order? Oh my God, here it is. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Let's go. No longer a rumor, it's been announced that the remastered trilogy of Blank games will be released in the first half of 2022.
Grand Theft Auto.
Correct. Blank confirmed a massive source code, payment number, and user info leak, so go secure your account.
Twitch?
Correct.
Yeah.
Smash Ultimate announced their final character, and it's Sora from Blank.
Kingdom Hearts.
Correct. The first trailer for Choo Choo Charlie was released, a horror survival game that pits you against a blank hybrid.
Oh no! I almost nailed this whole game. Pinocchio lion.
It's a spider train, and it's fucking horrifying.
I didn't hear anything about that.
It's terrifying.
Okay.
I've seen the trailer. It skitters after you.
Yeah, it's out there. It's like a weird, fucked up, creepy Thomas the Tank Engine type thing going on. Only it's got spider legs instead of. Yeah, and it choo-choos at you.
Did not hear about that.
And you will die.
Robotic spider and train. That reminds me of Wild Wild West.
Choo Choo Charlie.
Yeah. What is Choo Choo Charlie from?
Well, Choo Choo Charlie was the once upon a time there was an engineer. Choo Choo Charlie was his name. We hear he had an engine. It was sure was fun because he used that good and plenty to make his engine run. Charlie says, "Love that good and plenty." My parents used to sing this song. It's the good and plenty commercial jingle from like the early days.
Wow, okay.
The days of yore.
I know it
Charlie.
from a Wilco song. That's the only time I've heard Choo Choo Charlie.
got it from
I had
Good
no
and
idea.
Plenty.
I guess probably did.
Just
yeah.
like the internet to turn something from your childhood into a horrifying monster.
That's true. Yep.
Yeah.
The internet's pretty good at that sort of thing.
That's great.
I'm psyched for the Grand Theft Auto games, honestly.
Yeah, I want to see what they're going to do with this remastered thing.
I don't think much.
You don't?
No, I think if this was more of something they worked on more, like a remake-ish, they would have blown up the announcement a bit more than just saying, hey, this is coming out all of a sudden.
That's fair.
I think it's going to be kind of a little bit souped up graphics and maybe some quality of life things. I doubt it's much more than that, but it's been a long time since I played those games, and I love them. So
I feel like the quality of life thing is going to be the most important thing, because
Yeah.
we don't think about these things when we go back. I mean, I don't think about it. I'm projecting here, but I don't think about these things when it comes to going back and looking at these old games that I used to enjoy back when they were, new.
Yeah.
There's things about them that we take for granted that don't exist anymore, specifically because they were just so awful to have
Yeah.
in those systems back in the day. So I'm like nervous. I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to get really annoyed, with some mechanic or some quest or something that we put up with because we were kids and we had an hour to devote to doing the same fucking thing over and over and over again, which we never do in games nowadays.
The 5-10 minutes of nostalgia, and then you're going to be like, oh, yeah.
Right.
This is...
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
we'll
exactly.
see. I'd be interested in just exploring those worlds again and refreshing my brain of what all that landscape is like in different locations. And Vice City especially. I haven't played
Vice City
forever.
especially. I never played 3, which is
really?
on the list.
Interesting.
Well, the first one I played was Vice City, and from what I've heard, like if you've played Vice City, then you don't really need 3.
That's probably true.
It was that Vice City was essentially 3, only with just like a better plot.
Yeah.
And,
well, it was an interesting thing just to look at as the birth of open world, really. You know what I mean?
Sure, I guess.
It kind of was. I mean...
No.
yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with
Yeah.
that statement. I'm just saying, like,
Just
is that
for-
something I need to see? Do I need to watch a birth in order to appreciate
No,
a
you
baby?
can watch a YouTube video probably. Sam, you're a little younger than us, aren't you?
I'm
a bit.
younger.
What's your history with GTA? Were you pretty young when they came out? I guess very small.
I was very young when they first came out.
Yeah.
And the only GTA that I've actually played, I own 5. I've only played like 20 minutes of it. But the first one that I played was the PSP one.
Oh, I heard that's really good, actually.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
What was that one called?
I
Liberty
do
City
not
Story.
remember. Yeah,
Something like that.
probably.
Okay.
The one is that the one where you're like weed running and stuff like that, or dealing. There's a drug thing. I could be mixing this up with
think so.
Just like the fact that you just made a little running motion with your arms.
I could be mixing this up with another GTA handheld because I'm not a big handheld only system player, but I heard that was a really good game.
I remember it blew my mind when they put out Vice City on mobile devices. Like you could just get it downloaded on your phone. You could just do it. Like we needed a system and a television and hours to sit in front of it in order to play these games. And nowadays you can just get on your phone and play it just like that. Oh.
Because at our age, when GTA 3 came out, I want to say we were like 15-ish.
Were we?
16, 15 maybe.
I thought younger.
Really? Yeah. I could be wrong. Somewhere between 13 and 16. Anyway, that was like a huge thing in game just because we hadn't seen stuff like that. Like, the big open world, go wherever you want, do whatever you want. The GTA 3 was the first thing that we really saw that did that. It was fucking mind-blowing.
How was GTA 3 on the like controversial things? You know what I mean?
It was
I know
controversial.
We were 16. Was it?
It was, but not as much as Vice City, I think, because it was so popular by the time Vice City came out that it was already so in the mainstream. I think when GTA 3 came out, it was also being lambasted by certain groups and people, but I don't think it was that prevalent in the news because it wasn't as super popular as it became over the couple of years that it was out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do either of you get all horned up about not Kingdom Hearts, the Smash Ultimate stuff? Do you play Smash at all?
I used to play a fair bit of Smash. Kind of petered off because it's all right to play on your own, but it's best when you're with like 8 people.
Sure.
You're all drunk and just doing wild ass shit with it.
I get it.
Yeah.
I
That
totally
sounds
get
fun
it.
to me, and I haven't done it very often. I am a solo Smash player. I played Smash Ultimate for a good chunk of time just by myself, and I went through all the Spirit World, whatever you call it, and beat all that stuff, and I had a good time with it. I like Toon Link. I'd like to sit down with a bunch of people and play that game. I just never really done it.
Huh.
Yeah.
I haven't jumped into it yet. Like I never got into the Smash games, and I don't know why. I mean, I liked fighting games. Especially like Street Fighter. I don't understand why.
It's very specific.
Explain to me why I haven't got into it.
I don't know why, but I think I have it on cartridge on Switch if you want to try it.
Do you?
Yeah. It's a very specific mechanics in that game. Like the way you attack is with the sticks and like the when you need to block and when you need to jump and booting people off the stage. It's got its own thing and it does it really well.
Yeah.
And it's a thing you got to adapt to, and when you get kind of good at it, it's really fun. And
fair.
You find your fighter that you're really good with, and I think you'd have a good time with it probably.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Last thing, we should definitely go over again is the source code, payment number, user info leak, amongst other things. If you're on Twitch, go onto Twitch. If you don't have two-factor authentication set up, go ahead and set it up. Change your password. Protect yourself in all things. In fact, while you're at it, go do that on your PlayStation Store account. Go do that on your Microsoft account. Do it on any account you have that has to do with gaming, and that's officially recommended by yours truly.
And go in and change your stream ID, which is just in your settings. There's videos on how to do it. Reset what it is, because even if they don't have your passwords and all that, they can get that and then possibly do something to get you banned.
There you go.
So,
yeah. Here we go, folks.
And we know a bunch of what streamers got paid now as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, good for them.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me at all.
And I saw Asmongold was pretty high up there. We've talked about him a few times. And
several million a year or total?
A couple million, I think.
Was it by, did they list the
I think
annual
it
or
was
list the
yearly.
total? Okay.
Yeah.
Good for them, man. Yeah. Roll. If I could make a living off of it, I'd fucking do it too.
Yeah, and
I'm not entertaining enough.
And Asmongold still lives in his same house with his mother, and like I said, he lives a pretty humble lifestyle, and
what a bum,
and has all that money. It's crazy, but his mom's going through some medical stuff right now, which my condolences out to him. I hope she's doing all right.
Holla. Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. That was our first round of news game. I've got more questions. Sam, you want to get up in the chopping block?
Sure. I knew all of those answers, which means I'll know none of these.
Pretty much.
That's the best I've ever done, probably. 3.
Yeah, that was good. You got 3 out of 4. So, Sam, let's see if you can beat 3 out of 4. We ready on the timer?
Yes.
All right, here we go. This last week, we saw the release of the new Nintendo hardware, Blank.
The OLED?
Correct. Blank this week had a so far all-time high concurrent online player count of upwards of 900,000 players.
New World?
Correct. Valve released a teardown video of the Steam Deck, but advised against opening up your system at home, stating that doing so may literally blank.
Kill you.
Correct. On to the next stage of competition with Steam. Blank is launching achievements this week.
Oh, the Epic.
Correct.
Right?
Oh my
4 out of 4.
Amazing.
Oh, snap. The homework really paid off, didn't
Is that
it?
the first ever 4 out of 4 in that game?
I think we've had one in the past.
Maybe
but
one.
But it's always
Awesome.
impressive getting 4 out of 4.
Very
Well
nice.
done, Sam.
A lot of stuff to talk about there.
So the Switch OLED definitely did release this week, but apparently Ryan didn't get his yet. So there was delays on delivery on his, so he didn't get his yet. And I'm sure he'll get it, and by next week he'll tell us
I've
all
seen
about
impressions online, and people seem to be impressed.
It's a big old screen, and the fucking system
It's an
runs.
OLED screen.
Yeah.
OLED screens are nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what anybody would have found unsatisfactory on an OLED on the Switch OLED. You know what I mean? Like what does it have besides just a bigger screen that's brighter?
The kickstand, larger
better.
now.
Bigger
And it can-
kickstand.
Yeah, bigger kickstand that can actually like go at multiple angles rather than just the one little flimsy one.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a pretty flimsy kickstand, the first one. Yeah.
Anything else?
I think
No, I don't play in handheld very much at all unless I'm on vacation. So I'm probably
man.
not going to get it. But I'd like to see it. Ryan's probably going to bring it next
For
week.
the folks that are, walking around with their Switch and like to go do it out in public and stuff, and go sit in a park and probably look better, enjoy it more that way, I guess, I've been playing my Switch and I've just been keeping it locked in the television. Same old story. New World seems to be doing well. I mean, it seems to be pretty popular. I haven't heard too many complaints of people jumping off or jumping ship, which is always a good sign.
I kind of jumped off.
Did you?
I mean,
never mind then. I stand corrected.
I just
There's one out of 900 and something thousand.
Now there's only 899.
I'll probably get back into it. It's just like, I don't know. I love ESO so much that I'm comparing, and this thing is still in its infancy. It's good. It's fun. I just don't feel like doing that much grindy right now with other stuff to play. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. I get it for sure.
I'll probably play more of it though.
Yeah, man, MMOs, man, they're not just a time sink. I mean, I think people in particular like look for a game that will do that. That almost like to say, I'm so exhausted by trying all these new games. I just want to do the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
What can I do? Well, we have the latest from
They
Amazon.
want to get their
for you.
money's worth.
That's right.
I want to spend $40 and get 3,000 hours of content.
Yeah. It's pretty fascinating. I don't have it in me anymore, but I can see that.
Everything I hear about the PvE just makes me not motivated to do the grind.
Yeah.
About how it's very lackluster compared to the PvP. And
I can't judge. I mean, I literally don't know. This is all from word of mouth. I'm hearing from
and
other
I've heard the
people that
dungeons are
PvE
very
sucks.
plain and lame.
Really?
So,
Yeah, I've heard the same.
Yeah.
Well, early stages, and it's Amazon, so as long as they keep on getting users, they'll keep on chugging out content.
Yeah, we'll have to
fix
see
things
in a
up and
month
stuff.
to see if it
Exactly.
all the updates and all that.
It's funny that you bring that up because speaking of updates, is Cyberpunk. I saw on Twitter this past week was at Target for $10.
Yeah, the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Been out for a year and it's out for $10 fucking dollars.
Oh, you know what's on sale on Steam right now? I was going to tell you is Death's Door for like $6.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. PC Building Simulator, and
I
this will
played it.
not be in the case. It's free on Epic Store right now, and
I'll get to that when we go to
cool.
more
Because I
play,
wanted
yeah.
to tell you that was on Epic Game Store, and I didn't want to miss this opportunity because I think the sale, getting it for free ends today. Listeners, by the time you hear this, will no longer be the case, and I'm so sorry. But be sure to check that out.
I said it last week, actually.
Oh, okay.
I warned everyone.
Okay, perfect. All right. So this video was hysterical. Like Steam, Valve did this breakdown video where they just tore apart the Steam Deck. But like the first minute of it, they were like totally recommending it against it, and they just went off about how the battery in it could rupture. And they said in the video, like, this could be perilous. Like,
Wow.
do this at your peril.
They literally said
this can kill you.
could kill you.
Yeah. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. First of all, no, it's not going to kill you, people. Don't swallow the battery while you're trying to open it up, and you should be fine. But it was definitely like, I mean, this had to be on purpose. Like maybe the cynic in me at this point is just saying, like, they clearly said that. So more people watch this video to watch the breakdown and maybe keep people from wanting to open up the device or something like that.
You think it was that calculated, that line about killing you?
I wouldn't put it
don't know.
against it.
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past, I think Valve's a pretty smart company. So
It's also just a general like liability. It's like, hey, there's the possibility it might kill you. We're saying not to. I'll give them props for in it. They were like, it's your device. If you want to work on it, you have the full right to.
Right.
They're like, if you cause any damages from working on it, that's not covered in warranty.
If you like to live dangerously.
And you could die.
Isn't Ryan getting that too? Did he pre-order that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I also pre-ordered it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
When's it supposed to be released? What's that? Oh, okay. Just at some point you're going to get one. That works.
There is a date, isn't there? Or am I crazy?
Maybe.
I think so. I don't know.
I haven't really paid attention.
You just pre-ordered it, and when it comes, it comes.
I'm blessed with the disinterest in handheld gaming consoles. It saves me a lot of money.
That's true, yeah.
Oh man! And then the last thing was just Epic Game Store. They're doing achievements now, so they are. Apparently, they have before, but their achievements were kind of like weak, and they were.
I didn't know they had them at all.
They're
like-
adding more, making them better.
Exactly.
Because that was the main thing that people were like, why should I buy it here rather than on like Steam?
Sure.
Where I have achievements.
I don't see. I mean, Epic's not going to run out of money, and they're not going to run out of copy pasta of like Steam offerings and stuff like that. And they're still giving free games, which is epic.
Achievements are very important to some people.
They are very important to some people. Some people love to platinum that. Maybe it'll be called something funkier with Epic too. What would you call their getting all their achievements award?
Well, let's see. We got trophies. We got achievements. How about
Champion?
Landmarks.
Doozits.
No. Champion points is actually a thing in ESO.
Okay.
I don't know. What would you call it? Doozits?
Doozits. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How many
All right,
doozits
well,
do you have?
Let me call my Epic guy. We'll get right on that.
I used to have one of those, but I
Yeah,
don't
we used
have
to
one
have an
anymore.
epic guy.
Did you guys see anything? Did
Yeah.
Yeah.
you see anything else in the news that piqued your interest?
No, I was.
It was a pretty slow week,
Yeah, I was
so-
kind of waiting for you to tell me what happened.
I
so
really
now
don't
know.
blame anybody. It was kind of rough. You know, there's a lot of like individual things that came out of games. I mean, the big deal was the new games that came out this week.
Yeah.
That people were jumping into. Of course,
Yeah.
the reviews were all over the tweetsters. You know, whatever those kids these days are calling Twitter.
Yeah, I think what we've been playing, mine will be kind of brief so I can start and kick a
please.
segue from the PC gamer build-later.
That's the scientific term.
You did PC Builder.
I mean, yeah, I
Simulator.
played it for like half an hour.
Yeah?
Just because it was free.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Tell me what the
there's not
game
much to
is.
say about this. I mean,
Yeah.
you go and your emails, you're in this little office and you get orders for different PC stuff to fix. And then these people's computers end up at your door and you pick them up and set them on a table and you click to take off the case and you can click the different components to unscrew little things and take things off. And you got to order which parts you need and put them in there. And yeah, it's just like building a PC and fixing things.
That's the nail of the coffin on the idea that PC games building PCs nowadays is literally Legos.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
are just put together Legos.
I think it would be a great game for someone who knows nothing about building PCs. It would be a good
That's
way to
fair.
learn.
That's fair. I was just relaying to somebody I met yesterday that back when I wanted to get into IT as my previous career, I was a young man and I just went on to I don't know if I posted on. I think I actually posted it on LiveJournal. Sam.
Oh, I've heard of LiveJournal.
You heard of LiveJournal? Okay, I'm pretty sure that was defunct. You know, by the early 2000s. I think I posted on my LiveJournal basically that does anybody have a PC? Because I would love to look inside one and learn about what's inside
interesting.
a PC. And a friend of mine ended up saying like, yeah, my brother's is broken. He's just had it in his room for a while and I've got a spare one if you want to get it. So I brought it home. You know, I went on to the interwebs and opened up the PC case and like looked up, okay, so what's this band with like 16 wires on it? What is this one? You know, Google that and say, oh, okay, that's the power band. Okay, cool. And then like every component of it, I had to identify myself just by getting the PC. So actually, it's kind of neat for anybody that's interested in like an IT career. Can kind of go the same way.
Yeah.
You can actually get like a digital interface to see all these things up close.
Yeah. I've been playing a little bit more Monster Train, a little bit more New World, which I
What
talked
is
about
Monster
before.
Train again?
Monster Train is a deck
right.
builder.
That's right.
Very
Okay.
much like Slay the Spire, except you're playing 3 different levels of a train.
Yeah.
With enemies on each level. It's an awesome game, and it's on Game Pass. Other than that, I said this would be brief because all I've been playing is Far Cry.
Yeah,
6.
Far Cry
And
6.
the reason this is brief is because this is a Far Cry game, and if you played one, you know
what a Far Cry has to offer.
that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm having fun with it though. I haven't played one in a while, and had a big kind of first-person open world to just fuck around in, like a GTA type thing. There's vehicles everywhere and sea-doos and a crocodile pet and a little puppy in a wheelchair and cockfighting and
Sea-Doo.
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah.
PETA got on about Far Cry
Cockfighting,
and cockfighting.
Yeah, of course it did.
Nothing else about it. Not the, having a crocodile, not killing all the animals.
Yeah, you kill a lot of animals.
Only
yeah.
the cockfighting.
Only the
That's the
cockfighting.
only thing they have a problem with.
The thing that exists, and it just
Yeah,
is
you
what
kill
it
a
is.
lot of animals in that game, dogs and but yeah, I was intrigued by the story at the beginning by Giancarlo and the kind of the story that was going on at the intro. But then shortly after, once I got into the game, it's just like there's so many side things to do, and I'm running around just doing things. I kind of just fell off of interest in the story.
Really?
But I don't know. Maybe when I do another main. I take my time to do fucking everything. There's outposts everywhere and side missions and things to explore. There's cool little puzzles. There's chests that are locked, and you got to find these little crypto pictogram things on different cave walls.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, Far Cry 6 is Far Cry. It's probably, I don't know if it's the best. I mean, it's probably the best done Far Cry I've played as far as mechanically and
Mechanically and technologically.
Yeah, mechanically,
Storyline-wise, no.
and graphically.
The one that came out 4 years later. Is,
I really liked 4.
Did you?
Yeah.
I only ever played
People
5,
usually
so.
like 3 the best, but I don't know. Yeah, Far Cry is Far Cry. It's a good game.
Yeah.
It's solid 8 game. Yeah.
Talk for death loops was so fucking long. You get a Far Cry, like, yeah, it's Far Cry. Yeah, play the game. It's
Well,
new.
Deathloop
Play
had
it.
kind of more to talk about. I don't know.
Right, exactly.
I
It's
think.
got some more unique things, like kind of bringing to the table. Totally get that. Sam, if you don't mind, I was going to talk about a couple of games I've been playing recently.
Go for it.
There's 2.
I really want to hear about one of them.
So I'm debating in my head which one I should talk about first. Should I go on a rant about the one everyone wants to hear about, or should I tell you about this amazing one I found?
Let's start with the new one you found, and we'll build up to the.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boy and girl, and whoever else is listening, I found this game called Before Your Eyes. Heard of it?
Negative.
It is on GOG for sure. I'm not sure which other platforms it's on. It might be on Steam. So Before Your Eyes is a storytelling narrative game where it is going over your life. Okay. You are at the end of your life and you are on a boat, and the boatman is taking you to the tower to meet the woman who will judge you. And when you are on this boat with this guy, he's like, I like your soul. I like what you've done with your life, and I want to present you to her because I think this will work out. And that's basically what you get. Like, that's the information that you get. You're going to go meet this woman in this tall tower that you're floating towards in this boat. And he says, but I need to know your story first. I need to, I've got like tidbits, but I need to know your story from your perspective. So tell me, so can you show me your life? And basically you're going to go through your life story again. He says, I want you to think about your life, and I want you to, remember the things that are important to you, or the important details that you remember of your life. Okay. He says, but your memories, you can't stay there. You gotta keep on going. You gotta keep on moving forward. And so this is how the game moves you forward. You turn on your video camera on your computer or your laptop, and you calibrate it. And anytime you blink, it moves ahead in time in the story of your life. It watches your eyes.
Yeah.
And so when you're reliving this memory, you're kind of just like looking at your computer, and then you blink and it moves on to the next part of your life. It could be a couple minutes later, could be a couple hours later.
So what are the things you're seeing in those?
You're just seeing, you're on a beach as a baby, like interacting with your mom. And then you're like in a bathtub, and then you're overhearing your parents talking in the kitchen. And then like you get a new kitten, and you blink again, and like, your kitten is a cat now. And then the cat's pregnant, and now the cat's got kittens. And you're like, the story is unfolding of your life, and and you start to, it gets heavy, you get to know your family more, because, it's you learning about this character too, but it's the first person perspective of your family and your life, and the neighbor girl that you meet and everything, it goes that direction a little bit. And, you kind of get these relationships, and it starts to feel important. So when there's special, nice things that are happening, you kind of want to stick around for it, but you can't. You can't. You blink and you move on. You move on to the next part of your life, and it is profoundly like feel it in your soul type thing when you just want to stay there. Like you want to live out the scene. You think this is going to be really lovely, this is going to be a pleasant experience, and then you blink and it's gone. It's next.
That's
next thing
awesome.
That's a wild mechanic. That's
insanely
Who's that
good.
developer? Do you know?
It was, God, I want to say it was developed by like a high school kid came up with the idea and programmed it. But and then it ended up getting like kind of picked up and produced more. But the Goodbye World Games is the developer.
Are they doing anything else? Or is it just, I guess this was a first kid making
I think
games
specifically is Before Your Eyes. But I think they've got some other things that they're cooking up.
That would make a cool VR game if they could read your eyeballs.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there a camera inside the...
I don't know why they would
VR
have a
headset that
reason
can see
for
it?
that. I don't think so.
not yet, but I've heard that there are some I can't remember exactly who, but they're working on having like eye tracking in the actual headset so that you have a better depth of field.
Yeah. I can totally dig that. And I could see like technology going wild on that. But this was really cool. It reminded me of you don't it's rare when a game engages something else besides the thing that you're used to engaging. Your brain looking at something and you react with your hands. You know what I mean? You bring up Donkey Konga and you're smacking something, or you bring up, some game that happens to have a microphone in it for you to like establish your actions. These things are tried and true. We've experienced these. But to have games that kind of like engage something new and bring some physical part of you to the equation kind of thing is uniquely beautiful. And the way this game does it is just the same. It is uniquely beautiful. It'll take you on a journey that you'll feel in your guts,
and especially a part of you that like you don't consciously really think about, because like until someone talks about blinking, then you start manually blinking. But otherwise, you're just blinking
as
and then
you're
you're
playing too. You're absolutely right. And as you're playing this game too, when you start playing it, you're conscious of it. You're thinking, like, you're trying to keep your eyes open. Hell, there's even parts of the game where they're like, you're trying to like specifically recall something, and then the narrator, the boatman's trying to get you to keep your eyes open, because if you shut your eyes, you're going to fall asleep. He's like, just keep your eyes open, and you're just staring at this fucking screen. And then you blink. There's a timer that comes up, like how long you need to keep it open, and it's just impossible. And you blink, and the game knows it, and it restarts you from like further down the hallway, but not like.
What is the art style?
Polygonal a little bit, but artistic at the same time. There's a big focus on artistry in it. It just works. Like sometimes peripherals will be wide open, and sometimes they'll just kind of be black, because it's like the haziness of your memories. This is what you remember from that scene. You don't remember the toilet to the right side of the bathtub. You just remember the bathtub. You know. But other times, you look all around the room, and each thing in that room is significant to that part of the story that you're experiencing. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
I have figured out a way to cheese it. You get a cardboard cutout of your face. You put it on a stick. You get a little slider on your eyes. All right, time to blink.
That's perfect. Yeah. For what it's worth, I mean, you don't have to do the eye thing. You can do mouse clicks with it and everything. You can do it that way, but the game is literally made for you to have the cameras on and to watch your eyes.
That's really cool.
So recommended. I think it's only like it was less than $10 on GOG when I got it, and totally worth it. Totally worth it just for the experience, even if you just do it for an hour or two, just to kind of like feel that mechanic happen and go, wow, this is not only awesome, but this is a future of games.
It's very unique.
Of course, the other game that I played is, believe it or not, I bought a game day one.
I
brought
first time.
I don't do that. I bought Metroid Dread. I went to GameStop and said, give me one of them Metroid Dreads. I'll take it. And boy, is that game good.
Yeah.
Holy butts. Yeah, it's just really good, and there's a couple of things. Of course, it's a Metroid game, and I'm in the same vein that a Far Cry game is a Far Cry game. This is a 2D Metroid game. You've got some mechanics that they brought back from the Metroid 2 game that was on 3DS. That's got the hidden dudes, got the interrupt. It's got like an interrupt ability that you can use in it, which is really cool. There's some telegraphed abilities that enemies will do, and little light flashes, and if you knock them real quick with that, it stuns them. And not only stuns them, like for the most part, it makes them one shot. So if you really time it well, you just like, it goes from being a 3-second fight to half a second, which makes a difference when you're playing a game like that. There's all kinds of, tried and true, the missiles, the charge beam, the speed boots, the morph ball, all those make a comeback. But also there's some new abilities that come out, and I'm not going to bother spoiling too much about it. There's some new abilities that come along. The boss battles are way more unique compared to other Metroid games that can get, a little repetitive. Some of that's been a big gripe of a lot of players is non-unique boss battles. You're just fighting the same dude or variations on a dude forever and ever. These are all unique. Funny enough, game kind of plays like Hollow Knight.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a good amount of like Hollow Knight feel to it, and especially considering I didn't think about it. Hollow Knight's like a melee game, but it's really not. I mean, you're shooting the shit out from your chest all the time, and it ends up almost kind of feeling like that. You're You're just doing it with a blaster. But the bosses are really cool. The sets are look beautiful, up on the television, of course. Like I said, I got mine docked. So it looks absolutely gorgeous to play. The Dread part of the game, I guess, is the thing that's everybody's kind of curious about with this game. There are... I'm not going to go too deep into it, just so I'm not spoiling anything. But there are enemies in this game in certain sections of each of the areas of the game that are essentially immune to anything that you throw at them. You have to avoid them. Okay, you actually get some abilities that help you avoid them, but they're actively hunting you while you're in the area. And there's like a radar that like picks you up, and so they come after you. So when the music kicks on, they've spotted you on the radar, and they're coming after you, and you have to bolt. Because if they catch you, you literally have like a tenth of a second when a light flashes to counter, just to like stun them to get away. Otherwise, blade comes out, sucks into your brain or neck or chest or something, you're dead. You die immediately.
What's the punishment for dying? Is there any?
It depends on where you die. Oh. So if you die if you die anywhere in the environment, you get kicked back to your last save or last elevator or train ride from whatever like other section you were just in. So you can lose a lot.
Yeah.
It does pay to stop at the save points. But if you're going after a boss or in any of these dreaded areas or whatever, if you die in those, just kicks you to the outside of it. Huh. So you get punished more for world deaths than you do from the boss fights, which I like. I think that's great.
Oh yeah,
that's not obnoxious. These fights, these boss fights are literally, you learn the mechanics as you fight them. You're going to die while you're learning the mechanics. You figure it out, go back in, try again, get the next mechanic that kills you, figure out how that one works, go in and do it again. You're going to die. It's going to happen. And it's actually a pretty challenging game. And the boss fights definitely do remind me. There's some boss fights that are literally, they could have just ripped them straight out of Hollow Knight and put them in this game, and I wouldn't have known the difference. But it looks beautiful. It plays really well. The soundtrack is awesome. I've seen some people bitching about some minute things here and there about how it's not the same atmosphere as Super Metroid or something like that. Well, newsflash, this is fucking Super Metroid. Yeah. It's Metroid Dread. Yeah. Play a different game, fuckstick.
Play Super Metroid.
That's exactly. That's my review of your review. Go play Super Metroid. Go play one of their, one of the.
Well, that sounds awesome. I'm going to play it when you're done with it.
Absolutely. I'm about 10 to 12 hours into it. I've unlocked a lot of stuff, but the game is not over yet by a long shot. And I'll definitely 100% it before I go.
Nice.
It does that. It's got that mechanic that was in Metroid 2, the one on 3DS. I'm saying Metroid 2 because I can't remember if that's the name of that was the one that was released, but I'm just going to use that as a placeholder.
Samus Returns.
I can't remember. Yeah, Samus Returns. That might be. I mean, that was what Metroid 2 was called, but I don't remember which one what they called it on 3DS. Anyways, there's in order to keep people from getting too frustrated with finding out the secret passages into things, you unlock an ability to detect hidden blocks around through the game. Yes. So you kind of run into areas, and your map will alert you to a general vicinity of hidden items as well. So some things you'll just see somewhere in the corner of the screen, and you'll hit on that thing, and you'll say, oh, there's the path of blocks that I need to break through. Oh, but it's Metroidvania, so you need to have the speed boosters in order to get that. So you got to go back to the other room, get your speed booster up, and do a shine spark into it. That sort of thing. Yeah. It works well. It plays super fast. You just get really into the flow of the different abilities that you have, and it's working for me. It's
nice.
Yeah.
I saw an interesting thing on Twitter about an article. Kotaku, which is a pretty big gaming website, one of their journalists posted an article about how a couple just days after Dread released, you can already play it on a Switch emulator on PC in 4K.
That. Yeah.
And he's like kind of promoting this, which is kind of wild for a gaming website to just come out right and be like, hey, go get the Switch game and on an emulator like the day after it was released.
Yeah.
It's like
this one could totally be emulated. There's no reason it couldn't be emulated. I mean, it's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong, but there's nothing groundbreaking in the graphics of this game that would make it hard to
I thought of an idea over the last week that I thought was genius, was taking a game like Returnal Take Returnal itself and put Samus into that game and make that a Metroid game. Just imagine Returnal, but you're Samus, you could turn into a ball.
It's almost like Returnal was like
that game.
Rejected Metroid game.
Yeah,
but then I'm just like, I don't know, call it Returnal. Slap a sticker on it, let's get it out of the fucking stores.
That would be my favorite Metroid game ever. That'd be fucking awesome.
They built the whole game. They're like, we just got to get the word from Miyamoto. We can use Samus. All right. Returnal. We'll call it Returnal.
Yeah. Did anybody? You guys? Did you play Super Metroid back in the day, or have you ever?
I only played a little bit.
The one cool thing that I wanted to say, one of the movement mechanics in the game is the Shine Spark, which is an old school ability. Back in Super Metroid, you could sprint and then kind of like stop and press down and B at the same time, and you would start to flash and you go wah, 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 for a limited time, and you could look in a direction, up or left, up or right, and hit a button combination, and you would fly in that direction, like super shot through the air. In that direction, the entire time would drain your health. So if you didn't have a lot of health, you couldn't go that far. This game's brought that back, but has upped the mechanics of it so that you can go up, left, right, and then also you can, while you're that, you can turn into a ball. Nice. And then do it while you're a ball too. So you can like shoot around like Sonic the Hedgehog in Super Metroid or in a Metroid game. It works. It's cool. Pretty fun. And then they don't explain that.
Yeah.
So there's these old school Metroidvania, Metroid-esque like hidden things where you literally just have to play around the mechanics of the game, and then you'll figure out how to do it. So not everything's handed to you. One more thing about this game that I wanted to bring up. Metroid games traditionally are non-linear, big open world maps and stuff. This game is partially an exception. When I say partially an exception, for the most part, you're able to kind of explore around, but when the game just has you complete something and they're specifically trying to point you towards the direction of the next thing, the game becomes partially linear. They kind of block off little passages here and there that just say, let's try to keep you on the path. And if you find yourself lost, go find the last door you opened with the new way you learned how to open the doors.
Yeah.
And then backtrack to there and then go the other way. And you're going to find the way to the next thing in the game. So you can always run around and you can go look for the hidden items that you missed. You can go back to old areas and do that, but the game is actually pretty good about pushing you in the right direction.
Is there a map?
There is a map. Oh. There's a map, and for each area you unlock more maps that, and it shows you where you've been and everything. I will say the game's challenging.
Nice.
And it's definitely good. You're going to die a lot, and that's just the way on bosses in particular. The environments, you're not going to die nearly as much. But bosses they're definitely a challenging mechanic in the game. So
I'm psyched to play Metroid. Yep. What have you been playing? Sam?
So the new game that I've been playing is Back 4 Blood because I pre-ordered it.
You got the early copy of it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So I played through the beta, loved it because I love Left 4 Dead, and just this is made by the same, crew. It's just a fun game, you know. It's fun to just get 3 other friends, run through. It's kind of tough at some points.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of fun.
Okay.
And like, the difference between if you've played the open beta,
I did.
Well, they have a lot more missions in it.
Sweet.
Like all of the acts.
Yeah.
They had at least 3 missions from each one not in the beta. So like I ran through Act 2 with my brother and then some randos, and it took us like 2 hours to get through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
I played with Tim's brother in the beta, and we did the whole thing together, and it was fun as hell. And it's on Game Pass, so I'm trying to get everyone to get it when it's out in 2 days or whatever.
Well, there we go.
It's out in 2 days?
Yeah, and it's cross-play between everything. So,
was there any other new games that came out for Game Pass, or is that all?
It's not even out on Game Pass. It's only a couple days from now, but I don't know about that.
I like looking that up. It's like a little surprise. It's like a little prize at the end of your box of cereal. Every time I get on my computer, I'll just randomly open up Epic to get my free game and Xbox to see what's new.
I thought there was something else I downloaded on Game Pass, but I can't remember. I don't know. So you played Left 4 Dead back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a fun game. I remember. Yeah. That was a 360 game, right? I think it was.
Won some awards, didn't it?
It was on 360. I did not play it on 360. I played it on PC.
Oh, okay.
Which my very first PC was not strong enough to actually run it.
Really?
So I had to get a mod to remove the shaders
Oh, wow.
to be able to run it.
Nice.
So my first times playing it, it was just everything was bright. And then when I finally played it on my laptop that I got later, I'm like, oh wow, there's actual shadows and like I can't see in this room.
Awesome.
I feel like it makes it less scary though. It's nice and bright.
Yeah, it's kind of just mindless zombie killing with friends, but the upgrade system and the
So you know that girl
it's kind of like
crying,
a card
all bets are
system of upgrades is really good.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I didn't see how deep that system gets in the beta really, but it looks like it's going to be pretty cool. And,
Oh yeah, there's a lot of cards. Like there's a mode where you can do just solo by yourself. You don't get any supply points, but all cards are unlocked. So you can just kind of build a deck, see how it runs, and there's like 16 pages of cards.
Huh.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you can have kind of each person on your team spec'd out a different way to kind of fill a role or support
You can get
stuff.
one person specific for supporting everyone, one person just only melee, which is my favorite.
Awesome.
One person like just sniping from the back, and there's cards that help everyone. There's cards that help you that just specifically like there's one that like increases the amount of damage you take, but you get like plus 75% melee damage. So and there's others that are like plus 50 to so if you just stack all those together,
This is Back for Blood.
Back for Blood. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of cool shit to play around with like that. I think you'd have fun with it, Tim. It sounds like just a kind of like I said, mindless zombie killing. But when you're with people, like I had a blast with Isaac playing that beta. So I think if we all jumped in there together, we'd have
I'm
a
not
fun,
against
fun
games
time.
like that. I just never think to do it. You know what I mean? Like if I'm at the point where maybe it might have something to do with the fact that I'm a pretty social guy, and so I get a lot of like social quotas fulfilled. You know,
elsewhere.
Bugging people and going like, hey, let's go get a beer. You know what I mean? Or something like that. And then when I play games, it's very true. When I play games, I want my experience. I want to sit there and just get lost in the damn thing. So I think that's generally what keeps me from just actively pursuing it. But it'd be worth it. It'd be worth it, you know, to give this one a shot.
Free on Game Pass.
Free on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
The other game that I've been playing is the Diablo 2 Resurrected.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
I played that back in the day. Not online, just because my first computer did not have internet capabilities. But
How is it?
if you didn't play it in the past, it might not be the game for you.
I like
It's
the way
a
you
really
can
fun
slam your
game.
head into the keyboard and win.
You just got to slam your head into the potions. Just
That's
potion,
right,
potion.
So if you didn't like him before, this might not be the game for you, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Or if you didn't play it in the past, might not be the game for you because while they've cleaned up a little bit and the graphics are a lot prettier, it's still the same game. You know, it's got some of that age to it, and you got to have a little bit of nostalgia with it.
Yeah, I get that.
Running through that game again, it's so much fun. The music, the stay a while and listen.
Do you play that solo or with people?
With people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I own it. I told these guys before that I tried to play 3 was the first one I tried, and I played a lot of it, like 40 hours, and I just kind of like, even though I didn't like it very much, I liked it. It's just like I never felt like challenged ever.
Yeah.
And I think you got to play for a long time to unlock the higher difficulties, I guess. And it's just I felt like I was just mashing the whole time. And I never play with friends either. But I got 2 because I randomly had a Blizzard balance sitting there when 2 Resurrected dropped, and I was like, I'll just grab it. And I've played maybe 5 hours of it. I have a Paladin, and I didn't play 2 back in the day, but it seems like a Diablo game, and I'll probably play more of it once my plate is not as full. Yeah,
I bet you guys are gonna have a great time playing that game.
I like loot.
Did you ever play Path of Exile?
Little bit.
How would you
Not a
compare and
lot.
contrast those 2 games? Those game series from what you're aware of.
They're kind of similar, although upgrades are wildly different. Just because Path of Exile, I've seen that skill tree.
Yeah,
It's not even a tree; it's a
a
skill
monster.
forest.
Yeah.
It just
I mean, literally like thousands of skills.
I get Path of Exile mixed up with Pillars of Eternity because they sound similar.
Yeah, they do.
Blank of blank.
blank, exactly. Oh man, I guess speaking of which,
Yeah, I guess we talked about games. I think it's time to play another one because I have brought a trivia game to play today called Are You Smarter Than Elite Gamer?
I'm smarter than Elite Gamer. Sam, are you smarter than Elite Gamer?
I've got.
my mom said I am, but
We'll find out today when I present to you guys 3 categories I've come up with. Easy to remember categories.
You say that now.
They're called Tune Up,
Tune Up,
Game On,
Game On,
and Fallout.
Fallout. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Prepositions, man. I get into that.
Got to browse a bit of Sam's game library in preparation for this and noticed that, like me and Tim, you have a lot of hours in Fallout.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have a category just for that.
Oh, nice.
And
All right.
Tune Up, Game On, and Fallout.
Did you how deep did you look into his Steam library?
I mean,
Did you notice what I noticed?
I looked at it.
My man's got hundreds of games, and you were telling me.
I have like 700-800 games.
And I've noticed there's some that don't have any
That's
hours
hundreds.
logged.
Most of them. I would say the vast majority.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, he's got like a ton of games. Some of which you've put in, I mean, a handful of them you put over like 100 hours in it, like, and a couple other ones you put, the 20 to 40 somewhere in there, and then you've got a list of like 100 games. It seems like that's like 0.6, 0.2, 0.4, 0.4, 0.2.
it happens.
That's it. I was like, man, you just really don't like a lot of games.
I actually thought
Just trying to find what you like, I guess,
One of the
Yeah.
only ones
Yeah.
that was over 100 was Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fallout 4 and Dead by Daylight.
There you go, yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Well, we're going to go to the trusty coin flip, guys. We're going to do
snap.
heads for Sam and tails for Tim. Whoop. Look at that flip. Ryan wasn't here to see that flip.
Ryan, it was a good flip, buddy.
What did I say? Tails for Tim.
Yeah.
It's tail mean Tim.
Tell me, Tim.
All right, Tim. Tune up. Game on or Fallout?
Game on.
Game on. I'm going to give you a name of a mini game within a game. And you're going to tell me what game it's from.
Okay.
Most of these start easy and get harder like usual. Some of them are a little here and there. Whatever. Here we go. I think you'll get this one. The game is called Five Finger Fillet.
Oh, Red Dead Redemption 2?
There you go.
Amazing.
Oh my God, I got it.
1 point for Tim. All right, Sam. Tune up, Game On, or Fallout?
Let's do Fallout.
Fallout.
Right.
All right, Sam.
Are these stealable? Are any of them stealable?
All of these are stealable.
Huzzah.
Here we go.
Thief.
Question 1 in Fallout. Fallout 3's Vault 108 was full of hostile clones of a man named what?
It's been so long since I played.
Oh God, it's on the tip of my butt.
Pretty famous vault.
It is a famous vault.
Yeah.
They're all yelling the names at each other, the same name.
That's not right. It looks right, but it's not right. I'm typing it out here.
I don't know. I'm going to say Gary.
It's Gary.
Yeah. That's what I typed out too. I was like, yeah, right. I almost put Glenn, and I think I got myself confused with Glenn Gary. Glenn Ross.
What would sound weird
It is
with a bunch of
Gary.
people shouting Gary?
That vault was fucking awesome. The vaults in 3, they got them right. Like 3 had the best vaults in any of the games by far. I mean, New Vegas had some decent ones.
Yeah.
Of course, 4 was bad.
Tim, Tune Up, Game On, or Fallout?
Tune up.
Tune Up. I'm going to tell you the name of a vehicle from a video game.
Oh.
You're going to tell me the video game.
Okay.
These are all pretty basic categories. Easy to remember stuff. Here we go. The Normandy.
Mass Effect?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the ship in Mass Effect. There you go.
Cool.
All right.
Oh boy,
You
I'm
guys
not
got-
going back to that one.
You guys got all the question
struggle for
ones.
me.
All the question ones are knocked out. We're going to start getting a little bit harder. Sam,
Okay.
Tune Up, Game On, or Fallout?
Let's go Game On.
Game On. I'm going to tell you the name of a mini game in a game. I don't know if you'll know this. Maybe you might. Chicken kicking.
Oh, Chicken Kicking. That's a Fable.
Yes, sir. That's Fable.
Amazing.
I love Fable.
All right.
Chicken Kicker.
Yeah. Since you're an Xbox guy, I thought you might know.
Chicken-
There you go.
Kicker?
Yeah.
It's not Chicken Kicker.
What is
Chicken Chaser.
it? Chicken Chaser.
Yeah.
But chicken kicking is a game.
Oh, okay.
A mini game within the game.
Oh, Chicken Chaser.
I promise you kick chickens in Fable.
Fallout.
Fallout.
Follow me up.
What is the name of the perk that causes enemies to die in a gruesome manner?
God. Bloody mess.
That's correct.
Amazing.
You guys know your Fallouts. Sam, Tune Up, Game On, Fallout.
Let's do Tune Up.
Tune Up. I'm going to tell you the name of a vehicle. High Wind.
Ooh.
I have no idea. I'm going to say the 420 Blaze It.
Got a new buzzer, by the way. Here's
Very nice. Yeah, that was impressive.
a better quality buzzer.
You took that from the, that sounds like the one from Thingamajigger.
Do you know Highwind, Tim?
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII.
There you go.
Oh,
Final Fantasy VII.
You see,
Unforgettable.
I actually knew it. I just wanted Kenny to be able to try out the new buzzer. You know,
Exactly. Yeah. Play that
Yeah, our
nice
guests are so wonderful. when
shiny
it comes to
quality
this show.
buzzer.
Yeah.
Tim, tune-up game on Fallout.
Oh, let's game on.
What is this game from, this mini game called Red Menace?
Red Menace, Fallout 4.
That's correct.
It's one of the games you can play on the PC.
yeah.
On the Pip-Boy.
The Pip-Boy, right.
PC
You
Pip-Boy.
get it on the computer.
Yeah.
I think do you get Red Menace in the very first vault of the game?
Sounds right.
I think
I'm
you
not sure.
do. I think you pick it up. The
That's a
holodeck.
trivia question. I don't know. Sam, tune-up game on Fallout.
That's funny because he put a Fallout one in the game on.
Yes, I did.
That was clever.
Thank
I
you.
wonder if he'll put a game on in the Fallout. Let's do Fallout.
Fallout. All right. From New Vegas, which raider group is known for their love of dynamite?
Ooh, the Powder Gang.
Well done.
Powder
Amazing.
Gangers, same
Powder
thing.
Gangers, yeah.
Powder Gang works for me.
The first thing that came to my head was boomers. I was like, that's not right. They like other things that go boom. That isn't dynamite.
All right, Tim, tune-up game on Fallout.
Well, let's do another Fallout.
All right. Number 4 in Fallout. By the way, each of these have 5. This is 4 in Fallout. What year did the bombs fall?
Oh,
this is a
Jesus.
multiple choice.
Okay.
1954, 1965, 2077, 2177.
2077.
That's correct.
Amazing.
Good job. All right, Sam. Tune-up game on Fallout.
Game on.
Flexing
Game
my nerd muscles
on.
right now.
This I'm getting harder here. Here we go. This is a mini game from a game. Tell me the game. Gnat Attack. Gnat Attack. GNAT. Gnat. Gnat Attack.
Gnat Attack.
Yeah.
Gnat Attack.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm thinking it is?
I think so.
Oh, fuck. That's amazing. What a great question. Oh, I don't know.
It might be a little before your time there, Sam.
Mario Paint?
Mario Paint. Yes, that's
Amazing.
correct. It's a game, I don't know, randomly in Mario Paint, which is a game
man.
about painting stuff.
Yeah.
There's a little mini game where you're having a little fly swatter.
Fly
you're
swatter.
flying gnats.
You actually had a mouse with this game.
Yeah,
like you
it
get
came with a mouse and a mouse
Super
pad.
Nintendo games.
Super
Yeah.
Nintendo, yeah.
Unbelievable that they had that.
Tim, tune-up game on Fallout.
Tune up.
Tune-up. Tell you the
up.
name of vehicle. Vehicle in a game. Warthog.
Halo?
Yeah, it's Halo.
That was easy.
Halo.
I was
That was
surprised
easy, yeah.
you knew that. I didn't think you might.
It's pretty popular. You know, pretty
Sam-
infamous, I suppose.
Tune-up.
For getting flipped
Game
over.
on Fallout. There's still some in each of them.
Let's do Fallout.
This is the last Fallout. What is the name of the first quest in Fallout 3? Hard mode question here.
I'm going back in my mind. I'm
My
looking at
mind
the
grapes.
TV, seeing it all. Oh, I cannot remember.
All right, you have no guess? I guess if you don't know it, you don't know it, but it's a tough
Exit
one.
or no?
I'll still give you a chance.
It was pick up the blocks.
No.
No,
Was it First Steps?
So
Damn,
close.
okay.
It was baby steps.
Baby Steps. Oh, damn it.
There you go.
I remember because you figured like can open up the gate, you know, and all the other stuff.
All right, Tim, tune up and game on.
Come here, you.
Fallout is done.
Daddy Liam.
Oh yeah, Daddy Liam. Give me game on.
All right, this is the last one. Game on. Hard mode.
Uh-oh.
Orlog.
Orlog.
Yeah.
Orlog. That certainly does sound Nordic. So let's go with, I don't know. Orlog. Warcraft. I don't know.
I'm sorry. Got a guess?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
There you go. Assassin's
amazing.
Creed
Well
Valhalla.
done.
Tim, I thought you'd get it from the Nordic thing.
Yeah, it was a crapshoot.
You
I was
were
like,
almost
God
there.
of War. I don't know. There's a lot of Norse stuff and.
Thank you for saying
WoW.
Nordic. I'm
Yeah,
like,
right.
All right.
Skyrim.
Tune up is the only one left, so here we go. There's 2 left. Sam,
Two left, two up.
this is a vehicle in a video game. The First Lady.
I feel like that's a plane or something.
Seems like a good guess. Take your first spin.
Plane sim. I don't know.
Tim.
First lady?
Yep.
For some reason, Bioshock's coming to mind, but that can't be right. Bioshock Infinite?
Amazing.
As soon as you said Bioshock, I'm like, it's Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah,
What
the
vehicle
first
is
lady.
that?
It's a big
It's
blimp thing.
Comstocks.
It's the blimp?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Comstock's plane, blimp that they fly away in.
Well, it's so funny when you said the first lady. I don't know why. I don't remember the first lady specifically, but I immediately started humming, and you hear it on the playback. I may not always love you, but sure as there are stars above you.
All right, last one, Tim. In the whole game.
Tune-up.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is a vehicle. Regalia.
Regalia. Oh, God. You said it's an old game?
I didn't say
Oh,
it.
okay.
I just said it was a game.
Okay. I thought you said it was an old game. Maybe you said it was the whole game. I don't remember.
I
what you
said the whole, though. End of the whole game.
Oh, okay. End of the whole game. Regalia. Let's go with Borderlands 2.
I'm sorry. Any guess there, Sam?
Fancy pants.
Regalia is from a fancy pants little boy's car in Final Fantasy 15.
Ah, okay. Fancy Pants Adventures was an awesome Flash game.
It was.
Back in the day. Holy crap. Did you ever play those old Flash games online? Like because back in my day, in each classroom had one computer in like the teacher's office. And so you go on there and go to Newgrounds or whatever, like
Congregate was my choice.
Yeah. And just jump on there and like look at whatever games are available and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember Fancy Pants Adventures. I went back to like tons of time. They made a second one too, and they're just
They've
so
made
damn
multiple.
fun.
They're on Steam. They got a whole
They got a whole like
collection.
list of them now. Yeah, I should look those up again. Did you ever play these games?
No.
They're like fast-paced platformer games that were like puzzle platformers where you were just like a stick figure, in pants that were fancy. Am I talking about the right game here? Okay. All right, because you're looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, okay, this does exist, right?
Is it a Flash
I didn't
game?
just dream it. It was a Flash game originally, yeah. And you just had like these wild orange pants on, like I think like a slick of blonde hair or something
Yeah,
like that.
spiky hair or something like that.
Which was actually kind of cool. Like the physics of the game, they would like, wisp in the wind and stuff. And you would just run around on these tracks and you'd have to like avoid enemies and like I remember kicking a lot of like squiggly balls into like hoops and stuff or into baskets and stuff in order to kind of unlock. And it was really fast paced and it was just really fun. The games were like intense enough in grade school that some of the computers in the school couldn't run them. Like it was too slow.
Yeah, the school
like that.
games at school I remember are Oregon Trail, of course,
Yeah.
and Odell Lake.
Odell Lake. I loved Odell Lake.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was a game
That was
where
Apple II. That was like
fish.
old school game. We were using these 5.5-inch floppy disks. We were in the computer lab. This was before PCs were in classrums. We had a literal computer lab for computers, and Oregon Trail was, tried and true, and so were like the QWERTY games or whatever. There's one called Odell Lake where you got to choose your fish at the beginning of the game, and you were that fish for the duration of the game. You would come up on other fish or other things in the water, and you'd have to decide what to do. Were you going to swim shallow, swim deep, or run away?
You remember way more about this than I do.
Yeah.
I remember plankton.
Yep.
And I remember birds coming down
Ospreys
and killing
Yep.
you. Yeah.
They would come down. I looked this up more recently because it's been stuck in my head over the past like 5 years or something like that. I've looked up this game again, and it was total. It was like paper scissors rock basically.
Yeah.
Because what you came up against, you'd have to decide what to do. Because some fish were the same size of you and they'd ignore you. Some were a little bit bigger than you and they'd eat you. If you stayed shallow and you didn't know what it might be an osprey and he'd grab you, but maybe it'd be an otter and he'll swim deep to get you. So like it had like a mechanic that was like screw you over either way kind of thing with that. But it was surprisingly fun for being an old game,
I'll show our age even more and tell you about a DOS game you might have remembered or maybe not called Dr. Spezzo.
Ooh, no, I haven't played it. What's that one?
Dr. Spezzo was a game on DOS where you basically talked to a AI psychologist, and he talked to you in a voice. You could say like, "My ass hurts," and he would say, "Why does your ass hurt?" And in like a computer voice from DOS. Yeah.
And this was definitely a game and not just something your parents made you do as a child.
No, well, I don't know if you call it a game, but it was a thing that someone programmed at least.
Oh,
Tim
man.
wins the trivia game.
Hey. I have trivia'd.
Congratulations. Die in hell.
Thank you. Well, for what it's worth, I've been doing this for at least 15 episodes now. So, I've got a lot of experience.
Yeah, I think this is episode 18.
Is it?
I think so.
Get the hell out of here. What are you doing? Wow.
Yeah.
Family
That's a
Feud was
lot.
17. This is 18.
Wow. I hope people are still enjoying
For
it.
your informations.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you got for us, Tim? I hear you have a game.
I've got a game. So
A
you remember
game?
it was a couple episodes ago, I did the, just as part of my Are You Smarter Than Elite Gamer, I did a shout it out game. I like those. I tend to like putting you guys against each other. I like you and Ryan fight each other, and I'm going to enjoy watching you and Sam go up against each other. It's going to be a battle of the minds. You guys are going to try to race each other to get the correct answer. Yep.
We shout whoever shouts first.
Whoever shouts out the correct answer first gets the points for it. Okay?
That's an important distinction because I can shout real quick. The correct answer, maybe not as quick.
Yeah, no, the correct answer is it's paramount. So
And if
you
we
gotta,
shout a wrong answer, can we keep going?
yeah, absolutely. Just keep on going. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is I'm calling this one shout it out blind playthrough.
Music.
I can't see. I can't see.
See. I can't see. I can't see.
In this game, shout it out blind playthrough, I am going to play gameplay without commentary. Just sounds from gameplay.
Okay.
And you just got to be the first one to shout out which game it is.
That's fun.
I've worked it out in such a way that I've tried to find clips specifically that have some giveaway type things to it.
Sure.
So maybe if it doesn't happen right away, maybe suddenly you'll recognize some voice or some saying or
Game
something like that.
series or specific game?
Specific games.
Okay.
There's some that, and since you're allowed to shout it out, if you think you locked on to the series correctly, shout out the game from the series until you get it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. Easy enough. I'm going to be honest with you. Some of these are harder than others.
Sure.
It's just going to happen. Some of them are going to be really fucking easy, and you're going to get it right away, and that'll be the end of it. So I wish you gentlemen good luck. Here we go. Here's the first one.
What's our Vortigaunt doing here? Right, but I mean, in
Half-Life
general.
Alex.
That's right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Amazing.
Mundo. We'll finish on the clip because this is a good clip. Why not? Just put some more content in
Sorry,
there.
man.
My brain is injured.
Terrible. And I hope. Look, I'm actually pretty busy looking at
And
my
eventually he says Alex, and you get it.
I've played
Just like that.
maybe 3 hours of Half-Life Alex so far. It's awesome.
Have you?
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
I need to finish it. It's on my
Half-Life
plate.
is one of my favorite series. I literally have a Half-Life tattoo.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
do you?
Yeah, it's on
Where's
my
it
side.
at? Did I know this
And
already?
a Diablo shirt.
Oh yeah, I did
Oh,
know that
nice.
already. I've said that's dope. Yeah. I noticed of all the games that you have on there, the Half-Life games definitely do have some hours on them.
Oh, yeah.
Impressive.
They're just great to go back to.
Yeah, and you got that really super nice VR headset to play.
I got that index.
Yeah, that's got to look good.
What
on there.
does is it a resolution? What's the index? I
Sam?
mean, I've heard of it, but what's the differences between like the Quest and
The difference is the Quest is obviously free, no wires and
Wires, yeah,
whatnot.
Yeah, you
But
play
the
without
index-
pants on.
Yeah. I mean, I can play with the index with no pants on
Okay.
and no shirt on.
when I'm playing Alex, I'm tethering it to the computer, so I'm using the power of the 3080. But
Yeah. Like the index has better screens. It can go up to 144 hertz, which means that, less motion sick, everything's smoother.
Yeah.
The big thing are the Knuckles controllers, which they just kind of like strap onto your hand and they have individual finger tracking.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, I have seen that.
It's fun
That's
doing
awesome.
multiplayer with someone else and being able to just actually flick them off.
Oh yeah, I like
And
that.
actually doing like, okay, pinkies up,
That's cool.
We're getting there,
just
man.
nice.
We're getting there. We're going to get to that point. Yeah, I promised myself after I got the Rift that I would not buy another VR headset until haptic feedback gloves came out. And then, god dang, if the Quest 2 didn't come out and say, you can play this wireless. I'm like, man, jumped on it. But I'm still waiting for it.
Dude, you
man. I'm
have
still
to
waiting for it.
hook up Beat Saber and play Hardware Store by Weird Al.
Yeah?
Yeah. You're
It's
going to love
just-
it.
okay.
It's just a great Beat Saber map.
Okay. Yeah. Those are rare. Like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
some that are just fun because the
I
song's
found
good or whatever.
I have found some good ones. Fuel by Metallica is a new one I found that's done really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like on beat, or is there something specific about it that
just
makes
the
you
way,
go,
on beat and the way they mapped it, it's just done. There, you can tell there's some that aren't done quite as well as
Right,
others,
right.
and those are
there's some that
really
are
fun,
just kind of like thrown together and
Yeah,
others
yeah.
that are like, you flow well.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it,
all right, let me see here. I got Sam with a point and I got Kenny with a point. That was some prime banter, boys. Well
When
done.
did- when did I get a
You didn't
point?
get any points. Never mind.
I was about to say, I'm getting gypped.
You're pointless. Pointless. Okay, here comes the next one. You ready?
Yep.
Plants vs. Zombies.
Correct.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know,
How you feel, Kenny? Getting spanked a little bit.
me
here.
and Ryan, we've talked about this before, play games while listening to podcasts a lot.
Yeah.
I
So we
don't.
like turn stuff down
Yeah.
unless it's like a narrative bait or something we want, I don't know. So
And for the record,
I
some
could
of these
potentially be really bad at this. We'll see.
I want to clarify here that some of these definitely came from Sam's library that
Sure,
he's
sure.
definitely played more, but then maybe we're a little bit more universal,
Yeah.
so that maybe you've seen like a clip or two enough that you might be able to recognize some.
I
of these
will
things.
get some.
But and then other ones, in fairness, have come from Kenny's library that you've put 0.2 hours into. So it's going to
Hey,
happen.
that point two
Yeah,
might
that's right.
matter.
It might matter. It might
be that
matter.
one bit that you take out.
All right, so that's another one for Sam. All right, here comes the next one.
Yep. Is that Far Cry 6? Is that Russian? What is that? Call of Duty?
Tarkov?
PUBG?
Battlefield 4? Battlefield 1?
I don't think he would have picked like a Call of Duty or Battlefield, but I could be wrong. What's this? Oh! This is Phantom Pain.
Correctamundo.
My brain's like, words.
I'm glad that worked because that was exactly why I designed these clips like I did, so that eventually I would get to that point where you guys were trying to think about it. That sound would come up and you go, "Oh shit, that's it." Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain. We've got next one on my list. Here we go.
Team Fortress 2.
Correctamundo.
Hey,
Amazing.
that grenade sound.
Yep.
It's
Every sound in
Iconic.
that game is iconic,
Oh,
in
yeah.
my opinion. Like every single one of the characters, they've got like their own unique firing sounds. They've got like
Yeah.
the cool things that they just say. It adds to it. It makes the game more fun. And then just like those weird spy music like themes that just pop up randomly in the game. I mean, it makes that game that much more fun.
Still never played
Oh, yeah.
Team Fortress 2, but
Very
I'm
worth it.
intrigued by it.
Very worth it.
I love playing sniper, sniping another sniper, and then them getting mad enough that they change classes to come to kill me.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. You get to play spy sometime, which is just great. You get to be the sniper and then sneak out behind the sniper and then kill the sniper.
Do you still play that game regularly or often?
Not in a long time.
Because
I had some problems recently with like.
Well, I was telling them that I listened to this whole investigative podcast about like how that game is being ruined by bots. And
Yeah.
people can't play because there's so many bots on there unless you have an entire team that can kick out the bots together or whatever.
It makes me wonder if that information is dated at this point, kind of thing. Like
I mean, this
if they're-
was 3 weeks ago that he did this podcast. So I don't know. Who
Huh.
knows?
Maybe it's being addressed. Hopefully, it's being addressed because I would hate to
Yeah.
see that game get torn down. It is so. Oh man, it's just fun. It's just and you know me. I don't like a lot of PvP games. You know what I mean? I don't get into it. But that game is just so fast paced. You get tired of like running back to the what's the thing you're pushing through the.
The payload?
The payload. You get tired of running back through it, so you're like, "Fuck, I'm just play scout." And you go really, really fast, and you jump into it, and you die real quick, and you go, "Okay, fine."
I mean, you can always do a man versus machine, which is player versus enemy.
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
Try Overwatch too.
go.
I should try Overwatch. I don't know why the fuck I have not tried Overwatch yet. It does not make any sense
Yeah.
that Overwatch has not existed in
If you
my
ever
life.
want to do it, I'll jump in there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. When Overwatch is 2 out yet,
No.
Soonish. Is it delayed?
With everything going on with Blizzard, it's
Yeah.
going to be
Oh.
delayed a while.
Yeah, fair.
People are leaving and all.
Yeah.
So
Thought it was almost done.
I will
though.
commit to playing Overwatch 2 when it comes out.
Cool.
How's that sound?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Betchin. We got another one. You guys ready?
Yep.
All right, boys. Here comes the next one.
One rough customer. Oh, you little bastards done fucked up. Go get him, Bootay.
Look out, ladies and gents, here comes the queen of quippies, the mistress of BDSM, your dominatrix.
South
dream
Park?
come true.
Stick of
It's
Truth? Fractured Butthole?
spontaneous.
Fracture Butthole is correct.
I heard that's Trey Parker's voice for sure.
You ain't ready for this, Bootay.
I was like, man, those voices sound familiar.
Hard to forget. This is that scene specifically in that game where you're getting chased through the strip club while Spontaneous Butte is coming after you. If she lands on you, you just die instantly. It's amazing.
I thought it was like an anime at first or something, and then I was like, oh, is that Trey Parker? That's Trey Parker.
So we got another point on the board for Kenny.
I met Trey Parker in Nashville, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah, I told you that.
Oh, that's right. Drunk at the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, good
He was
time.
in town for a Broncos game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I have not met any celebrities in this goddamn
It's the only
town.
one I've met. I mean, I stood next to Jessica Simpson at a bar once.
Yeah, I guess in fairness, in order to have these experiences in Nashville, you have to be
Go
willing
out.
to go out.
This all occurred with my first 5 years of living here when we actually went out a lot. Yeah.
I guess I should be a little surprised doing like my game events that I've never seen anybody important at any of the bigger bars that I go to. But you
That's
know,
true. You do go out to a lot of events. Yeah.
weird. But it's never downtown though. It's never like in the thick of it. I'm sure where most folks go up to. Someday, some indie actor, actress, or something like that, or author is going to pop into it and be like, "Huh."
I was at a bar one night where Hank Williams III just showed up and played all of a sudden. Yeah.
I believe that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Ah, damn it. Okay, I want to meet somebody famous eventually. All right,
Trey
here
Parker's
goes
the coolest one though.
All right, here goes the next one, guys. You ready?
Yep.
All right.
What the fuck is that
I know
sludgy
this.
sound?
Super Meat Boy.
Correct. You got it.
Amazing.
I'm like that music, that sloppy.
Yeah,
The sloppy,
sludge.
slippy noise. Yeah. It's so weird just like hearing that. You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
fuck, I know what that is.
I almost
Yeah.
said overcooked because like, is that like Sloppy Joe or something?
I almost said World of Goo.
Oh yeah.
World
Because
of
of the-
Goo. Yeah. Oh, man.
I never played World of Goo. Seen
So
it a
did you
million
go
times.
through the Super Meat Boy games? Did you like did you clear any of them?
Tried
I never beat
to go
it.
through the first one.
They're tough, man.
Good. It's so difficult.
Yeah. Then you watch these speedrunners go through it and just,
And it's just like,
breaks your
blah, blah,
little
blah, blah.
heart.
It's like-
Yeah.
I died 30 times on that first part.
I did beat Celeste though. It's kind of a similar
Did you?
platformer. Yeah.
Did you get so there was the challenge in that game was to find the cassette tapes. Those are the really difficult ones.
I don't think I did the 100%
Didn't know like the
deal.
difficult
No.
stuff. Yeah. I tried with Celeste, man. And
I loved it. I
It's
thought
a
it was
great I recognize that it's a great game that I don't want to play. It's just one of those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even with its double jump, which is just such a great mechanic. All right, boys.
Is there a double jump in Metroid Dread?
So at first, no. You unlock a flash ability first, which lets you go across the screen quicker.
Right. Yeah.
You,
yeah.
and then you get space jump, which is
Oh, gotcha,
boop,
okay.
boop, boop. Actually, it kind of mutates because you start with just getting one, and then you get
Triple jump.
unlimited later. So you can just go back and forth as long as you're spinning, and that's like always the trick when it comes to double jumping in the Metro games. All right, here we go with the next one.
Grand Theft Auto 5?
Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh my
Correctamundo. Sam is on
Amazing.
top
I
of
knew
this.
that sound effect too. It's
Oh,
going
he's
to take me a
killing
second
it.
though.
Yeah.
As soon as that.
Ding. Yeah. Man,
Yeah.
I can't believe you remembered that. That would have taken me like 5 minutes of thinking to remember that sound.
Every time I hear that sound, it's like, all right, time to fuck their shit up.
Speaking of Cyberpunk 2077, I think I'm ready.
Did you like it?
I liked it.
Yeah, I played the whole thing. I loved it.
Did you?
That was great.
Yeah.
Okay. So I haven't gone through it. I've been holding out. I've been waiting for them to, say, okay, here's at least what we were trying to do. Even if it's
I think what they were trying to do is there. It's just not what we expected.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
But
No, there's
it's a
definitely
good thing.
heightened expectations for the game.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would have liked that there would have been more like interactive things throughout the world.
Yeah.
But
Random encounters, like that. Like I was even saying before, that so many of the things that are even marked on the map would have been cool if they were there without being marked. Like, there was a time when I went into this like bank and this cyber psycho came in and interrupted it. That would have been such a cool, just random thing to happen without being a side quest marked on the map. If they had things that were random, it would have made the world feel so much more alive.
That makes sense. And man, I just remember the screen being so jumbled, but just people yelling at me to go do things and shit like that. And I was like, God damn it, dude, just leave me the fuck alone. Let me experience this game. It's like the beauty and simplicity of something like Red Dead 2, right? Dull as shit otherwise to go from place to place, to just ride your horse and fall off the fucking thing over and over again. Whatever, pain in the ass. But just throw in a random encounter. Once every 2 to 3 times you go from one place to another. Just something random happens and you can just go enjoy that,
I've got a random question. Death Stranding is on PC. Did you play it?
I did not.
Okay.
Thank God.
One day I'm going to get someone on this podcast who likes Death Stranding, and we'll talk about it with
They
me.
apparently exist somewhere. We just haven't found any of them yet.
We'll find them.
I've heard great things about it.
I
I
love
just
it.
don't have the time to sink into it.
Yeah. It's a lot.
One thing that was fun about this game was making this game was watching some gameplay footage of games that you two have played that I have not played, and go, well, this actually looks pretty cool. This is different than what I expected. So I'm going to play this one for you.
Is this one that you're interested in?
I think I might actually like.
Okay,
you
let's
know,
see what this
try to
is.
give this one the old college try. So.
What the fuck is this?
Is this Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham Knight?
Arkham Knight is correct.
wow.
There we go.
Have you never played any of those games?
I've played one or two of them, and
man.
the mechanics of the combat thing, clever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The one button win thing got boring to me. Really
button win?
quick. You just press circle over and over and over again until everybody's dead, and sometimes
Well,
triangle.
To a point.
Sometimes triangle when they have the flashy
Counters.
things over their heads.
You unlock a bunch more stuff to do in combat, and there's shielded
Yeah.
enemy. They get different enemies. Anyway,
yeah.
aside from the combat, those are the coolest open world Metroidvania type games I've played, as far as taking the Metroidvania style of locking off areas and having to get new gadgets to you see things you'll come back to later and cool little puzzles in the open world.
Yeah.
God, those games are so good.
I mean,
You
it's
should
just
play
fun being
This one-
Batman,
yeah.
just
Yeah, that's
zooming
too.
up into
Yeah.
the sky and just flying around.
Well, this one in particular looked like it had some cool vehicle stuff in it, and that you could be other people. I saw one scene where you were Commissioner Gordon, I'm fairly certain, and another one where you were Robin,
You can
and
definitely
you could
go-
switch
yeah.
back and forth between Robin and
And
Batman.
Nightwing and Catwoman's
yeah.
and Arkham City, I think you can be Catwoman.
Kind of cool.
Arkham Knight, you're Catwoman for a little bit. There's certain sections where you
Yeah.
swap between the two.
And there's like VR challenge rooms where you can pick any of those characters that are actually fun to just try to see how high you can get that combo up without getting
I think
hit.
I did Arkham Origins, which had me locked in for a little bit, and then I
Oh,
just
that's
got
the worst
bored
one.
with it. And then Arkham Asylum, I don't know. I wasn't interested.
So yeah, Arkham Asylum was their first venture into doing that. It was good. It wasn't as big. It was solid. Arkham Origins was a different developer altogether.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, and City and Night are both outstanding, I think.
So Night, you'd recommend? I haven't played City or Night, so
I mean,
I haven't played
everyone's
City, but I played Night. It's a lot of fun.
everyone
It is.
says City is the best one. It doesn't have the Batmobile. A lot of people complained about the Batmobile. I thought it was great, but
That's a lot of fun.
yeah, I thought it was fun as shit. Yeah, you could jump into Night, I guess. They're all cheap
Yeah.
now. So,
all right.
yeah.
Okay. All
I
right.
got it for free with my graphics card when I bought my previous graphics card.
All right, gentlemen. Here comes the
I
next
want to
one.
play Batman now.
Kind of do too. All right. Here we go.
Yep.
This is Fable.
Correct the
Son of a bitch.
Sam's
You are
killing
smoking
it.
me. That's fucking podcast
Those
gamers over
hobgoblins,
here.
I know that swing. I know the sound.
Yep. And that little like jingling noise.
Yeah.
I got a dead giveaway in this one too.
This would be a great game for you two to go ahead in because he seems really good at it, and I know you listen to stuff.
I just
too.
wanted to see you get
And
embarrassed.
then me and Ryan don't fucking listen to stuff.
you
and
guys
watch
can do
TV.
things that have to do with release dates and crap like that.
I'll get more of these.
Hero, your will energy is low. Watch that.
You should return to the guild.
Just return to the guild. Chicken chaser. All right. Did you guys ever play any Fable games besides? I don't know. I keep on kind of going on tangents with these, but I've been thinking about these questions for a while. Did you ever play any other Fable games besides the first one?
Yeah,
I did not.
I played all of 2 and most of 3. I think
Are they worth it?
2 was really good.
Really good?
Yeah, 3 was not as good,
Okay.
but I think they're both worth playing if you like Fable. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I did like Fable. Going back to Fable,
Yeah.
I can understand why I liked it as a younger man.
Yeah,
The mechanics of it are a little
sure.
old at this point.
2
You
and
know
3
what
I
mean?
never went back to. I only went back to the first one, but I remember having a blast with them. I mean, they're more-
I got
more
the
Fable.
remastered when it came out because I'm like, I love this game. I want to play it in high fidelity. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay. All right. Here comes another one, boys.
Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Half-Life 2 Episode 2.
Oh my god, Portal 2.
Correct,
fuck.
Mundo.
I I should have just continued with the valve train. I'm like, but my brain was just stuck on that noise of like, all right, that's the energy ball.
Yeah. They might have just pulled that clip straight from like a previous that just maybe recognized it because that was in Half-Life.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just throw it in Portal. Portal, great game. All right, we'll just go on to the next one here.
Fantastic game.
This is an easy one.
Follow that train.
Oh, GTA San Andreas.
Correctamundo.
I've never played it, but I've only ever heard that scene.
This scene, yeah, specifically.
You lost
here comes.
the
I want you
train.
to
pave it over with cement or asphalt or whatever. Listen, I have the worries been.
All we had to do was follow the
Damn
damn train,
train.
CJ.
I never knew that was a famous scene from
That
that,
mission
game.
is infamous now
it's
because
infamous for being
because it was
so difficult.
challenging.
Oh.
Yeah.
I played the shit out of that game, but I never knew that was like a.
And every time he would bitch at you like that. And it was annoying. It was, all you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. Yeah. I guess that's getting remastered. So maybe they'll have
Made it easy
when we're talking about that quality of life shit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's addressed a little bit. That Big Smoke can shoot better. All right. Next, here we go.
L.A. Noire.
You may be wondering why this car can never reach Zanzibar.
Oh,
It has some of the most
Star Fox?
weaponry in Dr. Zor's considerable arsenal.
Ratchet and
I
Clank.
expect you to die.
Correct. I expect you to die.
Amazing.
I never played
Got
that.
it. Oh man,
It's a really fun VR game of escape the room.
Oh,
type
right,
thing.
right.
You played it.
Mm-hmm.
You told me that you did play it the next day after you had played it on my headset.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
I told you I played The Fisherman's Tale, and I think that was it that night.
Could have sworn you played it.
No, we talked about it, but
We did talk about it. Yeah. Well, the second one's out now, and I
Yeah.
just got my $30 credit for
Nice.
having given you the link to.
I'm going to be getting one too because I actually found someone to.
Perfect. And so I'm gonna spend it on that. Like
Nice.
that's one of the games I'm gonna grab. I expect you to die too. And I just love those games. They're just so silly.
It's a,
They
it's a
keep it
solid buy
fun.
and it's a lot of fun.
Exactly. You know, it doesn't take itself too seriously, which was important.
Oh,
to me.
yeah.
All right. Here's a tough one. You ready?
Ooh. Ooh, I recognize that word.
Me too.
Is it Among Us?
It is Among Us.
Oh my god!
The little footsteps.
That's right.
Holy shit!
No, it was like my brain was like, this is a thing.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like a garage, like a mechanic or cars or something. I don't know why.
Oh man, we did play Among Us. That game was fun.
Yeah, yeah.
We were all goofing off and everything. Yeah, but that's
It's only fun with a group of friends all talking to each other.
yeah, it's got to be that way because I couldn't fucking do it with strangers and just be quiet. Ugh, that's
Yeah, just be
terrible.
quiet and just like typing in like blue sus.
It's like trying to play Secret Hitler or something like that and getting killed, and then you can't say anything for the rest of the game. It's just like, I'm just taking my fucking game to go home. This is stupid. I don't like this anymore. I don't know. I feel like it would bore me, but it's just me. All right, Gentlemans. Kenny, you still have a chance here.
Yeah.
Have a chance. Actually, this is your last chance to have a chance.
Oh, okay. I
Okay.
need to get all the rest. Red Dead 2.
The Witcher 3.
Correct.
Amazing.
I'm like, all right, it's got swordplay.
Yep.
Is it Assassin's Creed? No, that was fire.
Yeah. That was Ard. What is that? Ard? No, Ignis.
Ignis, yeah.
Ignis.
Does it
Yeah.
ignite?
I get it now.
Look at them
now I
doing
see.
that.
Now I see why they named it that. Did you guys see that the new episodes of the show is coming out in December?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Excited. I watched the anime of like the prequel thing that they had.
I need to watch that.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's all about young the guy that taught him
yeah.
that this season is going to be revolving around basically and
Okay.
and it looks like it's really cool. It was really fast paced and it got a lot of information in there at once,
Yeah.
but it worked. It's definitely worth it.
Nice.
All right.
All right, here comes another one. I like this game. Even though I didn't
Me too.
play it that much, I like this. Well, thank you. But I was talking about this game that I'm about to play the song for. I never beat this one, but I still liked playing it.
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and
Bastion.
wrong.
Correct.
Oh my god!
Amazing.
I played a good bit of the game, but I listened to the soundtrack way more.
Oh, man.
And just the intro to the
Which one?
yeah.
I never played Bastion. Was
Oh,
it
you've never
the
played
same
Bastion?
company that did Hades?
Yeah.
Yes,
Hades,
it is, yeah,
they
Super
did-
Transistor.
Right?
Transistor.
I should probably play that.
Pyre, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
sounds right.
Yeah.
God. Yeah,
Oh,
like
the music.
The music is amazing in all those games, but also like just the narration in this game is just so wonderful that whenever you just kind of this guy is just talking like this the whole time he's doing
Just
this.
got that old raspy.
He took the
voice.
South Pass in order to find the crystal to move back and blah blah blah.
The kid.
Yeah, the kid.
He's always the kid.
Yeah. It's like an old Western type narrator, and it works really well. It's just I don't know, it's fun to listen
All
to.
those fine people.
Yeah.
Now we can just play for Sam to go for a record.
That's right.
A win record.
Yeah, okay, so we're going for a win record. You can still try to
Yeah.
steal it away from them, so that'll be the challenge from here on out. All right, here comes another one, boys.
Dead Space? Bioshock.
Correct.
Amazing.
I'll tell you, 99% of these, I would not have gotten any of them without listening to it. Probably for like four more minutes.
Think so? Okay. Fair enough.
Oh,
Fair
man.
enough. This is definitely Sam's game. This makes
Yeah,
up
it
for me
is.
stomping him in the trivia zone, so it was all
Yeah.
good.
My Steam hours might be a little off because Steam doesn't track hours when you're offline.
Sure.
And there have been times when I didn't have internet.
That's a good point. Yeah, because you're kind of out in the boonies a little bit. And
Yeah,
so-
and for a while my internet was real spotty,
Mm-hmm.
and like if my dad needed to do any like conference calls or whatnot,
Yeah.
everyone else had to get off.
yeah.
Interesting. It does
few-
track
yeah.
hours when you're on pause on a game, right?
Yes,
Okay.
as long as you're connected to the internet, it'll track your hours.
Huh,
Which
okay,
is why I'm
okay.
like, there's a few games where I had like half as many hours as I should have because I'm like, there's a
I
lot
had
of
Far
time.
Cry 6 like paused and minimized like for the last 2 days, so it's like games like that probably say I have ridiculous more than I do.
All right. We're coming in the home stretch here. I got a couple more.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Sam's going for the sweep.
Borderlands 2.
Borderlands 3.
Borderlands 2.
That sounded like a psycho.
Borderlands 2. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. I was like you guys could just recognize the
Yeah.
weird people yelling.
Oh yeah.
There's definitely a lot of that in Borderlands 2. It's hard to forget
Yeah.
that stuff.
Favorite NPC is the Shooty McShootface.
Oh yeah,
Shoot me in the head right here.
yeah.
Oh, man. There were some great characters in that game. If the gameplay
yeah.
wasn't
Oh,
so
yeah.
repetitive, I'd have liked it a lot more.
I was telling him when you were on your break up, getting your water up there, that you totally need to play that fucking Tiny Tina.
Tiny Tina's
DLC.
Assault on
Is that on
Keep.
2 or is that on 3?
It's on
That's
2.
on 2.
It's on 2. So
Yeah.
I'd have to
It
play
is
2 again in order to do
The
it.
single best.
You
DLC.
don't have to play the whole. You don't
Sure.
have to play
Or
very
at least
long
the
at all.
single best Borderlands gets
To
DLC.
get to that content, you do not have to do very much. It
Okay.
wouldn't be
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to change my life, you promise?
It's amazing.
As a D&D guy, I think it's the best D&D incorporation of comedy and D&D theme stuff I've ever seen in a game.
Okay.
It's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
Dragons.
Hades.
Correct window.
Harmony.
Amazing.
I've played so much Hades.
I knew that you would get that one pretty quickly
Yeah.
because we were talking and I was like, all right, I beat Hades. And Sam's like, well, I just beat it for the 48th time. The fuck,
I've only
man?
beaten it 20-something times.
20-something
That's
times.
funny.
Jesus Christ. I beat it twice and I was like, that's
That's kind of what I did. I was like, I beat this.
I beat it. I beat it
Okay.
again to prove that it wasn't a fluke and then that was good.
You've beaten Hades a couple of times. You've not gotten through the story. You've not gotten to the end credits.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true, yeah.
What do you got to do to get to the end credits?
Beat it 20 times. No.
No.
There's some hidden things that pop up that you got to
No, it's
unlock.
just like 10 clears,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Because you've gotten through past Hades. And,
Yeah.
It takes like, I think, 10 clears
Right.
and then you progress on the story. But then there's all the little stories all around.
Yeah. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. It's okay.
You like that?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I've gotten the game.
I get it.
yeah.
I hope they bring Returnal to PC so you can play it, because if you like Hades, those kind of games, fucking great game. Fuck, it's my game of the year right now.
Fuck, boys. My game of the year. Which one? Hades?
No, Returnal.
Returnal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Nothing
All
has
right.
come close this year to that game for me.
Yeah, man. I'm going to go with Dread.
We'll see.
All right. 2 more.
Mario Kart.
Rocket League.
Correct.
Oh, fuck.
Amazing.
My first thought was also Mario Kart, but I'm like, Mario Kart's not on PC.
Lord have mercy.
Did you say there's no Nintendo in here? I guess not.
No, because I really wasn't sure what Sam has played and what systems he had exposure to, so I just went with Steam libraries for the most part, and then things that have been just more popular in the past 10, 15 years, and just went that route. So, but you know, for a hot second there, I was like looking at Banjo-Kazooie clips, and I was like, is this totally biased? This
I wouldn't have got
this
Banjo.
little ageist kind of thing. And then I remembered you said you never even played
played one.
That would have been great to throw in because both of us would be like,
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Well, I've been told in the past that my games can be too hard sometimes. So I try to lob some softballs every now and then, especially when Ryan's not here. So we got one more, and it's for all the marbles. I'm going to give whoever gets this 2 points.
Oh, great.
ooh.
That'll help me.
All right. Here we go. Challenging.
Communist target acquired.
Wolfenstein? 2?
Is the sovereign right of every American.
What's that game with the mechs? I don't know. I can't remember. What's that Chinese? Communist? Chinese.
That's it. Anything?
It sounds kind of familiar.
Is this in my library as well?
It is in your library. You've definitely played this game.
Oh.
In fairness, what you just heard comes towards the end of the game.
Oh.
This might be one of my 2%.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a robot. Are you in a mech or something like that?
Destroy all humans?
Good guess. No. I almost put a Destroy All Humans clip on that. If I was making the game for you and I'd put it on there.
Communist target acquired.
Communist target acquired.
Communist target acquired.
Is this Fallout 3?
It is Fallout 3.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to think of things with
Amazing.
lasers and communists.
Liberty, what is
Yeah,
it?
Liberty Prime.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, are you guys ready for the final score?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Did I get to Phantom Pain and that's it?
Kenny, no, you got 3.
I
You
got
got
3.
South Park.
South Park, yeah.
And you got... I'm sure you got another one. And it was
Portal.
really impressive.
Portal.
Yeah, Portal.
That's right. So you got those 3.
Yep.
Sam, you got the other 17. So congratulations, Sam. You definitely
Amazing.
took this one home.
All right.
Awesome.
You can go add that to your list of rewards and accolades of
I'll put it
absolutely
right on my
slaughtering
resume.
Kenny.
You
That
know,
was a
on
great
my,
game, though.
on my
I
shout it
need
out.
to make that game for you against someone, him. Because I was going to say Ryan, but he doesn't he listens to podcasts and shit too, like me.
Yeah.
He'd probably be as bad as I was.
This was my first venture into technology, so thank you, gentlemen, for being there for the birth of that.
That was super
And,
fun.
You're welcome.
Fun
and,
times.
I'll make some more, and I'll try to integrate some of the less good ideas I had with new technology and see if I can come up with some fun, ridiculous shit for us to do sometime. But Sam,
yeah.
thanks so much for being on the podcast with
Thanks
us,
for
man.
having me.
that
I've
was
had
awesome.
a blast. It's been a lot of fun.
You come
Congrats
back
on your
sometime,
win.
hang out
Oh,
with
yeah.
us.
I think
Definitely.
the next couple of weeks we got Back for Blood coming out. I'm going to try to get all these guys to play it, and we'll talk about it. What else is coming up? There's some other fairly big stuff coming in the next week or two.
I think we're on the verge of
Blanking.
Age of Empires 4 for what it's worth. I know you're not super interested in that, but I think that's November. It's coming out.
I know
Hey,
Battlefield 2042 is coming out soon, I want to say.
that's right. Or
Yeah.
is it out already?
No, it was in the beta recently.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Something I'm thinking of that's like this week or next week that I'm.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Guardians is the one I was thinking
That
of.
is almost a day one purchase for me, but I'm not going to do it. I'm gonna let it mellow for a little bit and
See
watch some
reviews, see what actually
yeah.
happens in it. Yeah.
and then borrow it from somebody. It'll be great. But yeah, Age of Empires 4 for any of you sim type fans out there.
It's Guardians.
Some people are into it, some people aren't. I like it. RTS.
Guardians isn't a Game Pass game, is it?
I don't think so. I think specifically this one is one of
Right.
the pay for ones, is what it is. But Age of Empires is going to be
I've
a
never
Game
played one
Pass
of those,
one. They're fun. I mean, they're just RTS games. You love them or hate them kind of thing. But I'm definitely going to give it a try. Another game called Solar Ash that's gotten some pretty good reviews.
Sounds familiar.
And then of course I'm going to keep on looking at some wild ass indie games to see what I can come up with. Sam, you keep on trucking, try out some new things. Next time you're around, tell us all about them.
If you listeners can come up with a game, send it to us. Game ideas, debate topics, trivia questions, anything you want to hear on the show. We play your game, give you an epic shout out. Or if you come up with a good enough game, maybe we'll have you on the dang show to play it with us.
Oh, it's true.
Or host it for us or something like that.
I'll play a game. I'll play some games with some randos.
Yeah. TheLeetistPod at gmail.com, at TheLeetist on Twitter. That's TheLeetist. How to get us where we play games here.
It's true. We do.
Episode 19 is next week. We're approaching the 20 extravaganza.
That's right.
I don't have anything planned for, but it's coming up.
Let's pretend that it's really exciting.
I think Ryan will be back next week, and we'll catch you guys then on the Leetist podcast. Thanks so much, Sam and Tim.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah.
Good night,
This is
everybody.
Kenny signing
Good night,
off on the
beautiful people.
Leetist. Oh, beautiful people.